Anyways, so I'd like to start this episode off differently. I'd like to make a plea to one Chad Daniels, your favorite comedian, one of my favorite comedians. I don't like to
fantastic guy.
So it does seem like a fantastic guy. Randomly has started following. Well, I don't know if he follows us, but he's thumbs up and or commented on a couple things recently.
Yeah, I think he likes to support like minds
or ours, either or. And we're happy about it.
Yeah.
But so I don't know if you know, I feel like I've been talking to you, like I'm now that Candace is through school, I'm starting to like lean in more to getting my own thing open. And I know that we have talked every time we go to a comedy show that every comedy theater is run like complete horseshit garbage.
They're all right. It's just
they are horseshit garbage.
they
from a service standpoint, they're terrible.
Okay, yeah, that's where he's coming from.
And it's not that I haven't even liked the servers that we have. They're fine people, and they're doing the best that they can with what they've got. I just don't think it's a proper setup. And so my plea to Chad Daniels is because as I've been going through this process, the comedy theater where we first saw, what's Derek's last name?
Stroop.
That we saw Derek Stroop on High Street in North Phoenix.
The Desert Ridge comedy one, wasn't it?
No. Desert Ridge Improv's different. It was, what did it used to be called? It had some guy's name attached to it. I don't remember what. Doesn't matter. Here's why it's not memorable, because they went out of business. But that means that a building that functioned as a comedy club can be had and turned into a new, better comedy club. And so I say to you, Chad Daniels,
buy it for us.
If you have it in your heart of hearts, I would like to work with you to figure out how to make that a new, well-run comedy club. Because I feel like, one, there's a better way probably for comedians to showcase their talents. There's probably things that comedians also are driven nuts by about comedy clubs.
Yeah.
And I know as a patron of comedy clubs that there are plenty of things that drive me nuts about comedy clubs and that I think could be smoothed out to make a better experience for the guest that also gets less in the way of the comedian.
What's crazy is he has a couple podcasts, and one of them he has with his fiance, Kelsey Cook, who's another comic. She's fabulous too.
You're both invited.
He's brought that up a few times. Usually when he gets put on the spot about something like that wasn't handled right at one of the comedy clubs. So I know there's some stuff there that you're leaning into that he would probably have lots of thoughts on.
There's also an interesting aspect to that particular location in that there are like apartments above the ground level. And so technically as a comedy club, you could rent that apartment and use that as the place that you house the comedians for the weekend.
Could I live there with him?
I don't think so, no.
I mean, he does live in Minnesota. And it's hot here.
Minnesota. Anyways, just something that had come to mind. Again, Chad, if you see this,
we love you. We want to marry you.
More appropriately, I'd like to discuss more. Also, you're already getting married to somebody else who apparently just said yes to the dress recently. So don't worry about what he just said. Because let's be honest, that's embarrassing.
Hang out with your stalker. That's what we should name this.
Listen, I want to get this deal over the line, and you're selling him away from it. So I need you to.
Here's the thing. On the point of this, I literally just tagged him because we took some pictures with him at his last gig, and he was really kind to us, and he was great. It's like our third time meeting him, and tagged him
He probably just figured it was Make-A-Wish.
I tagged him on the post because he's been giving us some likes and stuff, and it's great. Thank you so much. But as I listened to his podcast, I just realized that he went on summer break. So they're still recording the podcast, but he's like, I handed off my social media for the summer. So he has a company doing all the stuff right now.
Hey, whatever.
So
thanks, company.
Yeah. So hopefully this will get back to him, or I could just send this back out again around August or September as well. In the fall. He'll be back too. So
just like Arnold.
Huh?
Anyway,
Palmer?
Enough about my plea to a.
That's a pretty good plea.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for picking Chad. I thought for sure you would have gone somewhere else.
No, and here's the thing. Like, we've seen plenty of good comedians, and I would love for all of them to make it through a place like that. However, like, he's the one that's interacted with us somewhat, or his team has, either or, but somebody's interacted with us somewhat. He's at that like precipice that would, like, his name being behind it, I feel like would be a big deal. And like you said, he's talked about in the past some things that, weren't handled the best or whatever. So like, how do we sit down and figure that out and make it a better experience for the comics and the people watching those comics?
I will put his link in the description of this episode.
Enough for the plea. Let's head to the episode. On the other side, you'll give me a word, I'm sure, and I'll tell you you're stupid, and we'll record 20 minutes of that.
I saw I just broke something over there. I don't know what's going on with that.
That's fine. I didn't hear it. Noise canceling. Anyways, welcome to Hang Out with Your Slang Out, episode 1 something something.
This is 125.
This is 125?
Mm-hmm.
And I started it by begging for shit?
Yep.
Holy crap.
Didn't we start our very first episode begging for shit for like squirt?
Yeah, but that was episode 1.
Well, that panned out pretty well for us.
Did I tell you they sell Ruby Red Squirt cans at Albertsons?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyways, enough about Ruby Red
Full
Squirt.
circle.
Welcome to the show. Hopefully everything we just did doesn't turn you off from making it through the musical break.
Yeah.
We'll see you on the flip side. I'm Matt.
I'm Dan. Chad, Kelsey, if by some chance you see this, we love you. Thanks for being here. Okay. I have another word for us. Words.
Okay.
I think you could go someplace with this one.
To the bathroom?
Yeah.
We'll be soon.
Yeah. What's the name of that bug that's going around the country?
Taco Bell.
Salmonella.
Jokes aside, I do want to give credit to Taco Bell as being apparently better than the CDC in that they have figured out how to eliminate the items from their menu that possibly could carry on this disease.
Which is all of them? Except the taco shell, maybe?
Well, I don't know. My point is that like Taco Bell, of all places, the home of diarrhea blasts,
I was going to say, they've already maxed themselves out at that point.
Has found a way to be the leading intelligence on how to stop this from happening.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Fucking genius. It's like idiocracy is coming true. Go ahead.
Which almost fits into this. And we'll see if it's gotten worse in this country by the time this episode comes out, if everybody has the poops. But it's basically what
Is our word dirty squirts?
Yeah, it's poopy pants. No, it's canon event.
Canon event?
Canon event.
Canon event.
I mean, it could be can vent if you want. I don't know what a can vent is.
Okay. Is this new? Did you find this on your old people list of top 10 words too?
No, it's been on our list for probably about 6 months. It was something that was going around.
Okay. I'm going to assume that canon event is not entirely different from lore.
Maybe.
In the sense that, well, okay. So let's take it back to the nerds.
Yes, I would say it might be the actual new version of that.
Okay. Because to me, I feel like this is, as a nerd, but not as nerdy as most Star Wars nerds.
Okay, I'll let you do that. I did the
nobody fights. This is canon or not canon, like Star Wars.
I knew we were going to get into that,
so I feel like this is what it has to do. Okay. Anyways, so the AI overview of canon event. A canon event is a defining or unavoidable life experience that shapes who you are. People use the slang ironically to describe embarrassing, awkward, or character-building moments, like getting your heart broken or making a major mistake, while saying, I can't interfere, it's a canon event.
Or like starting a podcast with your best friend.
That was pretty embarrassing.
Huh?
And definitely awkward. This slang originated from the animated movie Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, where it refers to crucial, unchangeable events that must happen in every hero's timeline to keep their universe intact. On social media, users apply the term as a playful way to accept that some painful or cringeworthy experiences are just a natural, unavoidable part of growing up. I said it right that time. Good for me.
Nice. Now, I need to look that up because I do not think that movie coined canon event.
You're telling me AI is wrong.
Well, it's AI Google.
So
canon event.
No, the last definition, though, plays to the idea of kind of the way Doc was in Back to the Future, saying certain things needed to happen in order for life to play out the way it was supposed to play out.
And I feel like any time travel movie episode ever has mentioned canon event.
Probably. However,
then why does that Spider-Man cartoon get to take credit?
No, they haven't mentioned the term canon event.
Uh-huh. Who?
The other
You
movies?
haven't watched Sliders or Dawson's Peak. What was that one where they he used to jump through time? He used to wake up and it would be he'd be somebody else. Had Scott Bakula in it. Dawson's Peak, right?
No. Quit saying stupid shit. Quantum Leap
sounds just like Dawson's Peak.
What I hate is like we've done this long enough now where you know how my brain works.
I was pretty close.
And so if you just stop talking about whatever it is you're trying to get to, I will get there. But when you keep saying things over the top of me thinking, it completely derails the situation. Derail, just like in Back to the Future 3, when they were trying to get everything right so that the clock tower got built.
Quantum's Peak. Dawson's Leap.
Too soon, bro.
I mean, it's the same. It's almost exactly the same.
Anyways, my point is like, yeah, no, I'm not saying that it's different. I'm just saying that term didn't exist before. And you can talk to me about all these other time travel things, but Back to the Future is the only movie or show that deals with time travel that matters. So I don't know if we're talking about anything else.
Everybody else can suck a nut.
Right.
Hey. Jinx, you owe me a Coke. Nope.
You might have diarrhea mouth on it.
You might have diarrhea mouth. That is like my favorite love song from Rancid.
Diarrhea mouth.
I might have diarrhea mouth. Get in here, baby. I might have diarrhea mouth. So a canon event. Now, can it be different sizes? Like, could it be something minor and then something huge? Like, obviously, time travel would be something huge. Or like the canon event now is aliens are here. Apparently, that's a pretty huge event. Which I've been told.
You can't just look at the Norwegian team and say that aliens are here.
Is Holland really one of the Nordics? The Nordic aliens?
I think he has a dick. That's what makes him male.
No. They have males and females.
Also,
dude, I'm studying, dude. You need to study up on your aliens, dude.
I'm sorry, because until this match that they lost, every time they won, I would be like, Norway, they won again.
Oh my God. We can cut that, right?
No,
yes, maybe so. Quantum Leap. But can canon events be different sizes? Like something major?
Yes, that's the whole point. Like when you're reading that description, like all they are is unavoidable events that make a make up your lore, I guess is the best way to put it. And so there's all kinds of things like my second day of high school when I shit myself on the way out the door.
Was that a canon event? I guess that did shape you a little bit, right?
Certain kind of canon, yeah.
Taco Bell canon.
Yeah, it did shape me, like, because, you know, the nervousness, anxiety, or whatever it was of going to this new school hit me hard enough that I didn't make it out the door without shitting myself. Thankfully, that happened at home, so I was able to change before I went to
I'm glad you recapped that for everybody.
But also, like, there's all those little things, like, I know it's happened in movies where like some guy's on stage and his pants fall down or whatever. Like all of those things form who you are. They're all events.
Yeah, I was actually gonna be serious and say like when my daughter was born, that was a canon event that changed me forever. Yeah. No, really. I mean, for me in my life, the second I became a father, every decision is about that. Even personal decisions for me, because there's no such thing as a personal decision anymore. I mean, it involves her.
If it was about that, I feel like we wouldn't have started a podcast that probably embarrasses them.
She's been on this podcast, and she's better at it than me.
That's a low bar. Or if that's also what the guy said when he walked into the bar for midgets. Anyways,
no little people.
No little people.
Yeah.
Why aren't we allowing little people? The point is it would be embarrassing for them, but not nearly enough people to listen for it to reach anybody they would know. So we're okay.
Technically, that word is coming back again too. So it's weird how certain words are coming back.
Well, yeah, but
canon event,
but they're changing them a little bit, like retarsh.
Yes. So what would be the one? What are they changing for that one? We have to ask Chad.
Schmidget.
No,
Shidget. Ridget.
Oh my God.
Gidget.
Quit naming freaking brands of razors.
Gidget's not a
Shidget.
A witch.
Isn't Shidget a brand?
No, Schick.
Same. Somebody who has a speech impediment. I like
would not say
I like
Shidget.
The three-bladed Shidget. Yeah. It feels good. Would starting this podcast be
Should
considered
you
a canon
guys?
event?
Huh?
Would starting this it helped you with your speech impediment?
It didn't help with my speech impediment at all. Like we've been going over this for a while. Like I still have my lisp.
He has no lisp. Like I don't hear it.
You couldn't even get through the statement without trying to impersonate it. It's embarrassing.
Because it's my favorite thing. Because it gives me a chance to work on my impressions.
I do think it's a canon event in the sense that I wouldn't have thought or had the confidence to start the Sharks one without doing this one for a little while.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you have another podcast?
Not really anymore.
Hmm.
I tell you what though, when I get the office set up,
Mm-hmm.
like it's going to be a comeback spectacular because I have so many things over the last few weeks that I need to talk about.
Canon event?
Yeah. I don't know. It might be a canon event. The fight that you got in at one of your shows, that could be a canon event.
Which show was that?
The one where did you hit somebody with a mic stand, or somebody hit you with a mic stand, or somebody hit somebody with a mic stand?
At a show? Oh, that practice. That was
Practice.
Yeah, that wasn't a canon event.
That wasn't a canon event?
No, it's just an event. I would say I've had 3 canon events.
Ooh, when your dad and you were in that high speed chase?
Not a canon event. It was a hell of an event, though.
I feel like that's a canon event.
You think so?
Yeah.
It didn't change me, though.
It taught you to avoid confrontation.
No,
At high speeds.
The top 3 canon events is the birth of my daughter, and then the birth of my son, and then in 1985 or 86 when they killed Optimus Prime on screen and gave the Matrix to that piece of shit Rodimus.
I have multiple problems with the third one.
Why?
One, the fact that you don't know whether it's 85 or 86 is a first issue.
Because I shit the bed on that for a minute there. But anyways,
hey, can we
that's
not
my
talk about
third
shitting the
canon
bed?
event. That's my canon event.
The second problem I have with that is they did not give the Matrix to Rodimus.
Yes, they did.
No, they gave the Matrix to Hot Rod, who then became Rodimus Prime.
Same diff.
That's not the same.
You just wait. It's the 40th anniversary. We're going to go watch this in September in IMAX.
I'm going to have to watch you cry like a little girl when
Like a big bitch.
when Optimus gets killed, as if you don't see it coming.
What? Optimus dies? Why does he come back then?
So he always has to come.
It's a canon event. Yeah, that one made that shaped me. Look at me. I'm
Also,
still hot about
I
it.
want to give you credit for making that like super emotional, and then instead of leaning into marrying my wife, who gave me both of those beautiful children.
Well, you only gave me 3 options, so I had to go with she's 4 easily. And not to be funny, but obviously my dad passing was a humongous canon event for me because that changed. That was like the last time my world changed.
It's also, I think, the last time you had alcohol.
No, I had. Well, yeah, maybe. No. You guys tricked me into drinking alcohol
When?
on Father's Day. We went to that restaurant.
I don't remember tricking you into anything.
No, you guys were like, drink this pussy. And I was like, oh, okay. So I had to drink it. I think you started that chant.
Though that sounds like something I would do because of, words that I like to use as part of hate crimes. I don't remember starting that chant.
No, I remember it though. I don't think it
Probably
happened
because you were drunk.
It. Yeah, I was drunk from my sip. From my sip of whatever that was.
Good canon events would be marrying Candace, as opposed to making that number 4 tops.
Well, if you gave me a little more room, like top 13 events, 4 is pretty high.
First of all, I didn't set a limit on you at all. You said 3 and then filled out your 3.
I'm going to AI the shit out of this episode.
You're going to have to. I would say another good one, not good one, but like important life event one, I guess.
You met me.
Would be
You found out about me.
when I got hired at ESPN Zone. Well, it put me on a path to now working 26 years in this industry.
And he got to meet Arnold Schwarzenegger, his hero.
Yeah, but not at ESPN Zone.
That was at Planet Hollywood, right?
It's Fox Sports Grill.
That's exactly what you literally just said.
That's not what I said.
The Fox Sports Zone. Right? It's like quantum.
So you remember what we talked about where you say stupid jokes and we lose viewers?
No, we're not losing them. We're getting them.
They were never here in the first place.
Yeah.
And the third good one? Huh.
You're only going 3?
Well, because then there's also like, well, I don't know if this is good or bad, but like the last game of baseball that I played competitively growing up,
When was that?
I was
I don't know if we've ever talked about that.
12 or 13.
I thought you played a little longer than that.
No, I only played till then. Some buddies of mine and I ended up doing an adult league one year. But anyways, so like in that last game, it was an all-star game for our league.
Mhm.
And we were playing against a team. And one of the kids on the other team, his dad, conveniently, was home plate umpire for that game.
You brought this up, yes.
And I was the starting pitcher for our team. And he was squeezing me on the strike zone. And I got like emotional because I felt like it wasn't fair.
Explain for anybody who doesn't watch baseball what squeezing me on the zone means.
Oh,
not physically grabbing him,
Kinda.
because that's what I would have thought.
What it means is the strike zone has certain dimensions to it, and he was not allowing me the extent of those dimensions. He was calling extra tight and calling pitches balls that should have been strikes.
See, when you're all like, when he's squeezing my balls, they're thinking somebody's a
That's not what I
pedophile.
said.
I heard squeezing your balls.
I know what you heard.
Yeah.
And that's why you're in the Epstein list.
And if I'm hearing it, somebody else heard that as well.
No, they heard it because you just said it.
Okay, anyways, they were squeezing you?
Yeah. So then I got emotional. So then my dad was pissed because he was one of our coaches.
Mm-hmm.
And so he got in a shouting match with what was it? Rick.
The dick?
He was a dick.
Yeah, see, Rick the dick. It fits.
Rick what? No, his last name was Williams, but no, I don't think it was Rick. Doesn't matter. So they got in a yelling argument. My dad got thrown out of the game. Now, mind you, in a number of years, this was the first time that my grandpa and grandma got to see me play.
That's right.
And my dad got thrown out, and so they sent him to the farthest part of the park because it was we didn't have fences, so they just sent him as far as he could go. And so my grandpa, who hadn't seen me play, this is also extra funny because we took him to Wrigley Field and he sat behind an I-beam. Basically, I think my grandpa really didn't like baseball, and this is how it turned out. Anyways, so he went to go hang out with my dad instead of letting him stand out there by himself. And so he didn't really get to see me play either.
Some good people.
Yeah. But that was a defining moment because I stopped playing baseball. So that's a defining moment for sure.
Well, like, I'm always being silly and an idiot on here sometimes, and we're always trying to make each other laugh.
Not sometimes, all the time.
But like, I mean, I really do think most canon events they have a little more serious tone to them, because if you're going to chalk it up to what it really means, it's something that might define you.
Okay.
As you move forward, right?
Sure. Except if we're going off these slang definitions. No, not really. They sound like they're meant to be more comical. Like, stupid stuff happens to you, and like this gets to be part of your story now, you loser.
Well, no, if we're using the Spider-Man thing, if they're saying, because they're talking about canon events, their canon event is when his uncle dies.
Canon event getting made fun of for wearing a Jerry Rice jersey because I'm white and he was black.
That really happened?
That was a real thing that happened in my life.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that, but I got to call him like I see him. No, I wish I could have afforded a Jerry Rice jersey. I'd have worn that every goddamn day of my life.
Yeah, that's the thing. I wore it and I was so proud of it because it wasn't cheap for my parents to get me that.
I wanted one of those really bad.
And then I stopped wearing it because of that.
Was it the red one or the white one?
Red.
Damn. That's one. Yeah. Well, see, that stuck with you. So that's a mini canon event.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like that's more like the embarrassment of that.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
I feel like you could package it either way.
When I stabbed myself in the eye playing Pictionary, next to the eye playing Pictionary, that's a canon event.
You consider that a canon? You can still see. I feel like you need to not be able to see or have like a robot eye now.
No, it has like the level of embarrassment has carried through my life. Like that happened when I was 9. I still think about it. I'm 46 years old. So
did I tell you about the time I got left on the school bus?
No, but I'm surprised it was only once.
No, I learned my lesson. It's a canon event. Like, kids actually had to ride a school bus to get picked up to go to school. I'm talking the viewers. I don't know if they know that or not, because nobody goes to school anymore. But I watched and I used to live like 6 blocks from the where they would pick you up from the bus stop. And like I had some little shithead sitting next to me, And I see my stop coming up, and I was like, I gotta go. I gotta go. And then he wouldn't move. And then the bus like just drove off, and I was like, and I didn't speak up. And then I thought, okay, well, maybe I'll just get on the other stop and I'll walk. Well, that didn't work. The guy didn't move again. I still didn't speak up. So this happens like 4 or 5 more stops, and I start crying. But basically the story ends, I'm the only one on the bus, and I'm crying, and they had to drive all the way back around to drop me off at my original stop. So I was like an hour late. And my town's pretty small. It's only like 10 minutes to get away all the way around it.
Long story short, there's a 45-year unsolved murder in the town of Kingman. And that shithead is now dead.
That shaped me. That shaped me a lot. Is that why I get horny whenever I see buses?
It taught me to not speak up because they'll just take you back to where you were supposed to get dropped off anyway.
I was at that age though. I was painfully shy.
Yeah.
Like way, way shy. Like my dad used to introduce me to people, and I would literally like hold on to his leg. And I'm like 10. I was not old. I was like 6.
16.
16. Still do it. But yeah, I remember that.
No, I was going to say
really
you don't do it anymore, but that's because your dad's dead.
Mm-hmm. Thanks. Who killed him? The bus driver?
Maybe.
All right. I'm gonna have to get hold of that Dawson's Leap and see if I can go back in time and stop it. Quantum Peak? Is that what it is?
Dawson's Leap just feels so wrong right now because of all the fans that would be like, if I could only go back in time.
And kill themselves?
I would save James Vanderbeek.
Oh, I thought you meant like jump off a cliff or something, because that's what Dawson's Leap sounds like. So, like, would you say this episode would be a canon event? It's episode 125.
No.
That means we've done 25 episodes in front of a camera.
In 3D.
4D. 5D. You going to be able to do another 25?
Called 50. Weirdo.
Huh? You think you can get another 25 in you?
Not tonight.
No, just in general, especially when Chad calls us and we start our new podcast.
When Chad calls us and we get the comedy club up and running, then I'm not going to have time for you.
Well, I'm not going to have time for you because we're going to change the name to Hang Out with Chad Daniels. And like, he's going to need that chair.
That's awkward that the guy that's the editor is telling me that I'm waving.
No, I would step down. I would actually just be the producer if he'd come in and you two could shoot the shit. I feel like he'd like me better than that.
Yeah, because you're an easy target.
No.
I don't know that I could hang, and I know you couldn't hang.
I could totally hang with him. So that's why I like his humor so much.
That's not how hanging works. That makes you a groupie.
Chad Daniels groupie? I wouldn't be the first.
Shan't be the last.
Shan't. God, he just shan't himself.
Not yet.
Oh, gross. Well, if you guys want to see this man shant himself.
An old Irish shanty. An old Irish sharty.
Subscribe to us and we'll send you proof that he shant himself.
Or maybe send out some requests that we can then forward to Chad Daniels about why we need to start this comedy club.
Yeah. All right. You want to take us on out? This has been your episode, so.
It's been my episode?
Yeah.
Why has it been my episode? Oh, because I did most of the work and was better at it?
We'll find out when we see the ratings.
Anyways, it's been a pleasure. We should not do this episode again because that's how episodes work. You do a different episode every time. I'm Matt.
Mm-hmm. This has been a canon event. And I'm still Daniel.
Yeah. And if you haven't already, like, subscribe, share, support. There's a fourth one now.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, hit that thumbs down 2 times.
Yeah. In all seriousness, we've enjoyed doing this. 125 episodes is pretty big deal, especially the last 25 actually, because we've incorporated the video, and things have finally changed a little bit for us in a positive way. So thank you guys for that. Hopefully it continues. We love you, and we would make out with you if you'd come see us.
All right. So to cover up that awkward moment, don't forget, you can reach out to us in the socials or via email.
Wait. I can say, let's make out, but you're telling them to reach out for me, to touch me through the screen?
That's not what I asked at all. I asked them to reach out to us via the socials or email.
Oh, yeah. Do we have an email?
Because I don't know.
Yeah, I think we do.
Oh, hangoutslangout@gmail.com. I thought you were asking if we had a new email. I don't know. Perfect. Look at that thing. The point is, Don't forget to reach out if you want to be part of a future episode so we can do your sort of man or woman on the street, person on the street.
Yeah.
Where we give you a word and you try to tell us the definition and we include that in the future episode.
And it's been a minute since we've heard from anybody that's actually given us a couple ideas for some words. So we'd love to hear anything.
Maybe you would like us to use more AI. I've heard there isn't nearly enough AI from previous reviews.
Yeah.
All right. Catch you later, Slang Squad.
No, that's not going to stick.
Too late. Already did.
Nobody's going to catch you later. Slang event. Kind of what you just did. Mine kind of works better though.
Slang event.
Yeah. It doesn't?
Can you hit stop on the record?
Yeah, I guess he's got to poop himself or something.
No, it's not even that. You stopped being funny. Well, you never really started, but.
Lama Tama, am I still funny?
Yeah, you coaxed it into nodding.
No.
I'm never trusting anything that thing says.
I'll even let you hold it. He says no. He doesn't want you to hold him. Lama Tama, am I funnier than my co-host Matt? Oh shit, this is the dumbest toy I've ever seen.
Thanks, Lama Tama.
Yeah.
Like if you got a drink there before the show, they gave you a ticket that basically was like, hey, this person's already got one drink, so they only need to get one drink inside.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You stopped listening how long ago?
No, I heard you. I just got the next word ready up and ready.
Right. So when did you stop listening?
When you talked about getting that drink, because it'd be nice. So that was right at the end of your sentence.
That wasn't the end of my sentence.
No, now this is the end of your sentence. So the end of your sentence is, no, that's not the end of my sentence. See how good I am at this? Pretty damn good.
I hope we get that on replay.
All right, slingers, thank you for being here. Guillermo and I hope you're all caught up on all the newest slang. Oh, hey, bud, what's up? If you'd like to stay in the loop, please like, subscribe, or click on any of these boxes that are around us. They'll take you to other links and other episodes. This guy makes an appearance in some of them, and if you like him, I'll keep bringing him back. We'll see you later, slingers. Do you want to say something? You want to talk? That's better than anything I've ever done on this podcast, so I got that going for me.